All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. That is to say, all praise to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, through the Holy Spirit, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as to the rest of the hopeful righteous elect, men, women, and children of Israel scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, among the heathen, as well as those that even look like the heathen. All right, this is not a black or white thing. I'm the brother Yara Donbar from the GMS branch here in Chicago, coming back at you with what I hope to be another short yet edifying lesson. All right, and the title of this epistle is going to be "Woe to me if I don't preach the gospel." All right, because guess what, man? Now that we've received this truth, okay, now that the Lord has tapped us on the shoulder and told us what to do and to go out and disseminate this word to the and to disseminate this word to the hopeful righteous elect, right, and to warn the rest of the impending judgment that's coming to them. Hey, we have to do it, man. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's no in between. This is what you have to do. All right. So this is on the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 9. And I'll start at verse 15. It says, but I have not you. Actually, no, I just get straight to the point here at verse 16. It says, for though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel, right? I want to read it in the NLT. Yet preaching the good news is not something I can boast about. I am compelled by the Most High to do it. How terrible for me if I didn't preach the good news. Hey, because if you know the Lord's will and you do it not, you'll be beaten with many stripes, man. You have no choice in the matter, man. This is what you have to do when, okay, that talent is given unto you, man. All right, let's actually get that parable of the talent. A steer. This is the book of Luke, chapter 19. And I'll start at 12. And he said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. Right? Actually, no, I want the talent. Salakia. Okay, it's in Matthew. That's the one I wanted. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25. In verse 14, it says, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, right? And that's the in this parable, that's the ability that one has to teach, man. All right. It says, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey, right? Because, hey, every man has their measure of faith, right? Every person in this truth has their measure of faith, has their measure of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right, and their ability to teach, man, that they can go and bring forth fruit, right? In verse 16, it says, then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them other 5 talents. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. And after a long time, the Lord of the servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. Right? So he went and got fruit, man. He went and brought forth fruit into this ministry. Verse 21. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. 22. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents besides them. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord, right? And that shows you that all you got to do in this truth is as much as you can, Work with what the Lord gave you, man. You don't have to out-prophet the next prophet, right? You don't have to out-man of the Lord, the next man of the Lord, all right? You don't have to out-elect the next member or out-hopeful elect the next member of the hopeful elect, man. Hey, do what the Lord gave you to do, right? But verse 24, then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee, that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. And his Lord answered and said unto him, right, because he didn't do nothing with his talent, man. Right? He didn't bring forth any fruit. And this is what the Lord replied to, his Lord replied to him. Verse 26, his Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it to him which hath 10 talents. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, man. So if you don't want to bring back what the Lord gave you with fruit, man, if you don't want to go teach this word, and he told you to go teach this word, that's going to be counted against you, man. Right? We have to warn the wicked. Okay? This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3. And verse 16, it says, and it came to pass at the end of the 7 days that the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words of my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked ways, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hands. Right? Verse 19, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Why? Because woe unto me if I teach not this gospel, man. This is not a option. Once the Lord tapped you on the shoulder and told you, hey, it's time for you to go teach. Nah, man, you have to do it. Okay? You have to occupy till he comes, as the last parable said. You have to endure to the end. You can't take your hand off the plow for no reason at all. All right? You got to continue on in this thing forever. All right? Adawan Ratazah, that's what we do. Okay? And it is one more that I want to get here, because as the other as that Corinthians we read said, hey, we can't boast in this either. I spelled that all wrong. Servant. There we go. Yep. This is the book of Luke, chapter 17. And I start 7. It says, but which of you, having a servant plowing or feeding cattle, will say unto him by and by, when he is come from the field, go and sit down and meat? And will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup, and gird thyself and serve me till I have eaten and drinking, and afterward thou shalt eat and drink, right? Because, hey, at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has to get the glory first before we can get any type of glory, man. Okay? He's going to share, Yahweh Shai is going to allow us to be joint heirs in his kingdom, not the other way around, man. We don't get the glory before Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? Verse 9, it says, doth he thank that servant because he did the things which were commanded him? I trow not. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. And this is our duty, man. All right, to make ourselves a living sacrifice. What's that? Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is the good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Right? But this is our reasonable service. And when you go into this word here for reasonable, it's the word logikos, I believe is how you pronounce it. Let's see. This is tripping. All right. Salakia, this is. Yep.
Strong's G 3050. Lagikas.
Logikos, pertaining to speech or speaking, pertaining to the reason or logic, spiritual or pertaining to the soul, agreeable to reason, following reason, reasonable or logical. This is the logical thing to do, man. All right. That's it. That's all. I knew that was gonna happen. That's it. That's all, man. This is all we have to do is to teach the word, man. That's all we have to do. And I'm going to end with this one. This is the book of John, chapter 21, and verse, I'll start at 14. It says, this now was the third time that Yahushua showed himself to his disciples, after that he was risen from the dead. So when they had dined, Yahushua said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my lambs. He saith unto him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my sheep. He saith unto him a third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he had said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua saith unto him, feed my sheep. And that's what we have to do, man. Feed the sheep. All right. Hey, the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few, man. We didn't get this thing. I'm sorry. I want to get one more. I think it's 2 Timothy 2. Yep. Because we didn't get this truth to just, as we read in that parable, to lay it up in the napkin, man, to bury it. No. We got this truth to spread it abroad, man, to forward the kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Mashiach Yahushua, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. So we got this truth to teach others also, man. All right. And that's what we have to do until the end. All right. Until the cities. Salakia, one more. How long, Lord? Yeah. Isaiah 6 and 8. Also, I heard a voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, here I am, send me. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their hearts, and convert and be healed. Right? Verse 11 says, then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. And the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua have removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land. But yet in it shall be a tenth, and it shall return, and shall be eaten as a teal tree, and as an oak whose substance is in them. When they cast their leaves, so the holy seed shall be the substance thereof. So there you go, man. We got to prophesy until the cities be laid waste, man. All right, so Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, I'm going to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as to the rest of the hopeful righteous elect. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Wa Abad Babal.